Hey, fourth grade, it's Mrs. Hoffman, and today I'm going to show you how to add alt text to an image that you might put into a Google slide. This is a really neat feature, and it's a way that you can actually explain and describe the things that you're putting into your Google slide so that other people can know more information about it. Kind of a really neat feature. So I'm going to show you how to do it. This is an image that I found that I put into my Google slide. So let's say I needed to do an image of a mountain. Okay. But someone may look at an image and just maybe aren't sure exactly what it is. You can do alt text. You're going to right click on the image and you're going to look for the words alt text. And when you click on that, it's going to bring up this little box. On this box, you can give your picture a title. So just a short way of describing what is it a picture of, okay? And so in this case, I feel like in general, it's a picture of mountains, but then I can describe it and be really detailed right here to help someone really understand what you see in the image. I put large snowy mountains with shades of, oh, that's his pick, it should say pink in the sky and a stream running through the foreground. So that's my description of it. So I'm going to hit OK, and you're not going to see it again, right? I'm clicking on my image. It looks like I didn't type anything. No big deal. I promise it's still there. What we're going to have to do now is actually view this in HTML view, which is what happens when someone were to view this online. Okay. Now, typically, I will say if you go to view, you should find HTML view here. For some reason, mine wasn't showing up, but I noticed if I just clicked that help and typed HTML view, it's right there. So no big deal. We're going to go in a different way. So this is now an HTML view. I'm going to scroll down to that slide I was working on, and I want you to notice what happens when I move my cursor over here right over the image. Are you ready? Watch this. Do you see that? There's the text that we just typed, and it now describes that picture, and it's not actually typed on the screen. So if someone doesn't need that additional help of what that picture is, it doesn't have to show up, but it's there kind of like a secret hiding place in case you really needed to describe that image. So that's a really neat way of doing that. So now let me take you back and just talk really briefly about kind of the ideas I have for this. I think this will be a lot of fun and a really neat tool to use in our classroom when we're doing things. It can really help us if we do have a student with a visual impairment to describe an image to them. Or not, I guess that wouldn't be like partially like a visual impairment for them to just be able to understand. But if they just don't understand and you want to give more detail about an image, this is another really great tool to use for that way. Okay. Now, when I'm thinking about how you're going to practice this, I'm thinking about you actually drawing a picture. So instead of putting in a picture from the web, you draw it and you add your interpretation of that image. So that way, just in case when someone else is looking at their image and they can't tell right away what it is, you can put just, a single title over it. It's a cat. I drew a cat. And then someone would know what your image is without you actually having to type the words on the screen and have them there all the time. Okay, have fun trying alt text.